Hello everyone, and welcome to the July 15th, 2018 edition of the Astrology News Report. I'm your intrepid host, Ron Berger. In this segment, we'll take a look at the upcoming planetary patterns and predictions. What's on the celestial agenda for July 15th to July 22nd and beyond. There are no significant changes in the zodiac this week, so I am taking this opportunity to share with you what is on the horizon, and it is something that you might want to take into consideration for whatever you are scheduling for the coming weeks. I have been saying for some time now that the summer of 2018 would be pretty crazy. The main astrological feature of these months is the extended Mars-Ketu conjunction, which recently got worse when Mars began its retrograde phase. The exact conjunction of retrograde Mars and Ketu will be this week on Friday, July 20th. The planet of action and conflict, pressurized by its retrograde condition, and combined with the eclipse point signifying mysterious events due to past karma, is an incendiary, chaotic combination with a reputation for creating unusual, out-of-control events. Retrograde Mars, just by itself, is a problematic situation. Its combination with Ketu is, from an astrologer's perspective, cause for concern. And then there's the July 27th Total Lunar Eclipse right on top of the Mars Retrograde-Ketu conjunction. The eclipse, which, remember, is actually a full moon, contributes even more energy to the already evil conjunction, along with creating additional effects down the line, the way eclipses are prone to do. And now comes the kicker. Besides this worrisome, problematic energy pattern happening in July, we now hit a retrograde Mercury period. The planet of communication, rational thinking, and making logical decisions is already rather disadvantaged due to being in the sign Cancer. Cancer is an emotions-based water sign. Mercury, as the planet of rational thinking, doesn't do so well in a water sign. And now, starting on June 26th, Mercury goes retrograde. Further, Mercury is going retrograde in the very last degree of sidereal Cancer. This is important for two reasons. The borderline between a water sign, Cancer, and a fire sign, Leo in this case, has a special designation in Vedic astrology, Gandant. A Gandant area in the zodiac is like a pothole. Planets in the Gandant degrees are very weak for producing results. The second problem here is that the last 3 degrees of the sign Cancer are the Pisces Navamsha. This is getting a bit into the weeds of Vedic astrology analysis, but essentially, Navamsha means 9 divisions. Each sign has 9 Navamshas, each spanning 3 degrees 20 minutes. Each Navamsha is assigned to a particular sign. Anyway, the important thing here is that Pisces is the debilitation sign of Mercury. Pisces is another water sign like Cancer. Mercury in a Pisces Navamsha is a very weak Mercury. Actually, Mercury enters the Pisces Navamsha of Cancer on July 17th. And remember that when Mercury gets to the last degree of Cancer, it is further weakened by being Gandant. And then it goes retrograde. So what's the upshot of all this? Mercury is the planet of making logical decisions, When Mercury is retrograde, it's harder to make rational choices. And when Mercury is really, really weak, it's a really, really bad time to be making decisions. Ditto for Mercury as the planet of communications. The potential for misunderstandings is very high. Now, back to that combination of Mars retrograde conjunct Ketu. The planet of action is not working normally, giving rise to unintended consequences. Ketu adds in a dose of the unexpected due to past actions. So, this planetary pattern tends to produce chaotic events which have some connection to the past and or to past karma. And since both Mars and Ketu are fiery significators, the events can be especially fast-moving, even explosive. These weird, fast-moving events will require fast thinking, clear thinking to deal with. And meanwhile, what is the thinking planet doing? Oh, did you notice that retrograde Mars and retrograde Mercury are on opposite sides of the zodiac? In other words, they are interacting with each other. They are opposed. Fortunately, it's not an exact opposition, which would be much worse. But this is nothing to cheer about. Mercury and Mars are considered enemies in Vedic astrology, and now both of them will be acting weirdly in unpredictable ways, with misunderstandings and anger a big part of the equation, and Mercury not able to offer much help for resolving difficult situations. So, what to do? Well, this much negative energy happening, it's not going to be a good time to schedule anything important. We're talking about mid-July until pretty much the end of August. And be especially alert to any weird events, irrational thinking, hasty decisions, anger, even potential for violence. In other words, get ready to reverse course and get out of the way. Next week, I'll go through the zodiac and analyze what the effects will be for each of the rising sign charts. And now, before leaving you, my request for donations. It does take a lot of time and effort to produce these videos. I'm not just standing in front of a camera and talking. A big thank you to those viewers who are helping to keep the Astrology News Report going. You too can become a supporter. Just click on or touch the donation card you see here, which will take you to the donation page. Thanks, and until next week.